Okay. After you install the IDE, you can create new content tab or extend out-of-the-box content tab with the IDE tool. First, let's open the window with the IDE perspective. Click Window, Open Perspective, XS IDE. Now the window is open with IDE perspective. In this session, we will create a new content tab to extract data from a database source and load the data into a new packet entity finally. First, we need to import all the out-of-the-box objects. Click File, Import, General, existing project into workspace. Then, select the directory where the out-of-box project located. You will have a folder with named workspaces, including all the out-of-box projects after you install the IDE. So in my environment, the workspace located in C driver. Workspace, and select the IDE workspace. Click OK, and click Finish. Now all the projects are imported. What I'm going to do is to create a new integration content tab. Click New Integration Content tab. Input the tab name. Use test, for example. Click Next. Integration content tab reference to the core content tab. Check the core content tab option and click Finish. And we also need to create the source content tab. Click New Source Content tab. The name is as next is the version. Version means the version of source product 2.0 for example. Product type means the data source is database or flash file or other. For database source and the flash file source, we set the product type as generic. Now, the source content tab refers to the integration content tab. Finish. In addition, we are going to create another two folders for the architect designer and engineer designer. These two folders are different from the content tab project folder. Click New, Other, General, Project. Click Next, and import the project name. We name it as Content Architect, and click Finish. Also, you can use other project name. Click Finish, and create another one. Project and Content Engineer. Click Finish. Now the two folders are created. Next, we are going to create the architect designer. Click on the content architect folder. Right click on this folder and New Architect Package Designer. and change the file name, sample, and change to test IDE, and don't change the extension. Click Next, and it reference to the core content tab. Okay, finish. Okay, this is the canvas to create target entity. Now we are going to create a target entity. Click New Target Entity and click on the canvas. Input the target entity name. We set it as test target. And we are going to create column for the target entity. Click on target column and click on the target entity. Input the column name, ID, and we have column name. We have column score, and we have column start date. Okay. For example, we have 4 columns for the target entity. Next, we will add the property for the target entity. For the general tab, the target entity ID, business name, description, and we just keep it as default. No need to change it. And there are 2 options. Dimension tab means the target entity is dimension or tab entity, or both of them. In this case, we create a dimension entity, so we check the option on dimension. Next, go to the columns tab, and we will set the data time for all the columns. ID, we set the data time as integer 15. Name, and we set it as word chart. The length is 1000, for example. Score, we set it as float. Start date is localized date time. And the none alone means the column, if the column is allowed to none. In this case, all the columns should not be none. And SCD task means solely change dimension. There are 2 options, SD1 and SCD2. What does it mean? SCD1 means if a source record is changed while a bigger scorecard contains the data, it will change the record directory in the target entity. And SCD2 means if a record is changed in source data, a bigger scorecard will not change the relevant record in the target entity. It will keep the old record and insert a new one with the updated information. In this case, we set ID as SD1. Name is also SD1. Score is SCD2. And save time is SD1. Okay? And in addition, I want to associate a dimension. In order to do that, I'm going to load another target entity into the canvas. Click on the load target entity and click on extend the and I would like to load the period dimension. I click OK. And now I'm going to create the association from the target entity to the period entity. Since the target entity is a dimension entity, so I click on the dimension to dimension and click on the target entity and hold on and drag to the period entity. And we keep the default name for the associate column. Click OK. Now you can see a reference from the test target entity to the period entity. Okay, I change the layout. It looks better. Okay, now the target entity is created. You click Save to save the designer. What I'm going to do next is to create engineer CM designer. Click New. Right click on the contact engineer folder and select New. Engineer CM designer. And change the file name. New sample. And don't take the extension. Click Now. The engineer CM designer reference to the target content path, integration content path, and source content path. And it shows the core content path and the integration content path and the source content path. Click Finish. This is the canvas we are going to create engineer stream. First, I'm going to load the target entity. Click Load Target Entity and click on the canvas. I'm going to load the target entity. This I created just now. Name is Test Target. So, and click OK. Okay, let's change the layout. And I'm going to create a new integration entity connect to the test target entity. Click New Integration Entity and click on the canvas. Input the integration name. The integration entity name reflects the source table. So we name it as test integration. And we will put a column for the integration entity. Click on the integration column and click on the integration entity. And we name it as IDE. And we have column username. And we have column point. And we have column start date. Now let's edit the properties for the integration entity. And no need to change anything on the general tab. Go to the columns tab. And you set a data type for all the 4 columns. Data type ID is set as integer 16. Username is set the data type as virtual, and the name is 1000. Point is set as float, and the start date is daytime. And for the integration entity, there should be a business key, and we set the ID as business key. And for the business key, it should be not allowed to none. And also, you can set the name is not allowed to none also. Okay. And what I'm going to do next is to create a source entity. Click on the new source entity and click on the canvas. And next, I will create a connection from the source entity to the target entity. Click on the source to integration relation and click on the source entity. Hold on and drag to the integration entity. During the connection, we will copy the column from the integration entity to the source entity. Okay, let's have a look at the source entity. Click on the source entity and you will see that the source entity has the same column with the integration entity. And all the source columns are mapping from the source table with the same column name. This is the source table name. This is the source column. Actually, you can change the column name according to your business. And you can also change the column mapping from a fixed value or a calculation rule. In this case, we just keep it as default. And now go to the General tab. So the attribute table name and join condition. That means we will extract data from the source table test integration. If the source table is a join from two tables, for example, table join test integration tool on test integration .id equal to test integration tool .id. Right now, I just want to keep it as default. And you can also input filter and group by clause. Now, we have created the target entity, integration entity, and source entity. Next, what we are going to do is create the SSI mapping from the integration entity to the target entity. Let's change a little bit of the layout. Okay. So first, I'm going to create the SSI mapping from the ID to the column of target entity, the ID column, from the ID to ID. So I click on the column mapping and click on the ID column and hold on and drag to the ID column of target entity. Now you can see that the SSI mapping entity happened. Okay, I change the layout first. the small button. And I'm going to create the SSI mapping from the integration entity to the SSI mapping entity. Click on the column mapping and click on the column, go on and drag to the name column. And I'm going to create the SSI mapping from the point to stop. And create a SSI mapping from start day to start day. And I create a mapping from start day to period. By now, we have finished all the steps creating the engineering stream. Click Save to save the design. What I'm going to do now is to generate the architect for the new content tab. That means generate the data model and the workflow and the content tab structure. So click on the ETL Gen button. ETL icon, click. It will take a few seconds to pop up the window. Just hold on. And we will set the ETL version. In this case, it choose level 4. And we will choose the content tab. And we select the customer content for all the customer devices. For new content tab, and we check the option generate content tab. It will generate the content tab structure and select the directory where the artifact will be generated. And I choose the folder ETL Gen and click OK. And click OK to generate all the artifacts. It will take a couple of minutes to generate the artifact. Just hold on. Okay, let's have a look what it generates. And C driver, ETL Gen, and there will be two folders. One is for top content tab, another is the test content tab, what we create just now. In the top content tab, we have data model and ETL workflow. And for the test content tab, we have data model and ETL workflow, and also some other property file and configuration file. Okay, by now we have finished the development of the content tab. What we are going to do is to deploy the new content tab. Here's the step to deploy the content tab we created just now. First, copy the core and the test folder to a Quora content tab folder of the executive Scorecard server. And second, that is the test content tab with command DWCP register, and the name is test. And the third is to deploy the core content tab with the command. And the fourth is to activate the text content tab on data source manager of the ethical scorecard UI. And the fifth is run the ETL and verify the result. Okay, that's all the steps for create a new content tab. Thank you.